Hi, I thought I'd do a little walkthrough of a newly completed bee-themed journal. Of course, I decided I would work on multiple projects at once, so nothing got completed for a while, so this is the first video in a while. So this is a little bee-themed journal that I've done, a little single signature. I think it's about 48 pages. I would need to count again. I don't recall. I will post that in the description. So there's the front and back cover, soft cover, single signature stitched in. I now have a color printer, so I was able to design a collage to do the front and back cover and the inside of the cover. And some of the, all the journal stuff in here I was able to print, which is great, all the little journaling cards. So let me do a little walkthrough. So it just closes with a brown rose green ribbon. And there's the inside of the front cover, and I've trimmed the cover with a soft brown cotton lace. So a little vintage skep image with little tiny mini journaling cards tucked into the edges of the skep. Little paper bag with a honeycomb design that I inked up, and a little perfume journaling card. Another little journal card that's an 1882 seed catalog. And the joys now of being able to print my own is I also did up this took a vintage postcard image, and then was able to come up with sort of my own theme. So did this one with a vintage lavender image and bees. A lot of my images are either just vintage images that I looked for online, royalty-free images, or I sourced an awful lot from the Graphics Fairy. If you don't know the Graphics Fairy, look her up. A lot of free stuff. She does a lot of sold pieces you can buy as well, sets and images you can buy, but she has an awful lot of free images available. Graphics Fairy is amazing. This is an onion skin page printed up with, I made a collage using white lace, and then the lavender plant images, so that ends up looking really pretty on both sides. Another little tuck spot with one of my favorite vintage images. Was a Victorian image of a mother showing her child bee skeps, woven bee skeps. And tea-stained parchment paper. And again, this has a bunch of little tuck cards. So there's a little soap label, tuck card, and a little tiny violet perfume label, journal card, and the cover of a bee book, which I had fun like cutting out and then aging the edges, and a bee journal card, and then the creepiest of all the cards, this vintage raw honey ad with a very awesome lady on it. Again, this has been a lot of fun to create. This again has a larger journaling card of apple blossoms and bees, an Edwardian bookmark with poppies, a great little Victorian image, and then there's hidden under the bee. There's a little spot tucked away to also write. Again, a large focus on a lot of blank pages, so you can actually use this as a journal. This folds down for added writing space. Again, tea-themed, tea-spattered, not tea-themed, bee-themed, tea-spattered. This is a great image I found online of I think Edwardian bee costume. That is awesome. This particular image will probably show up if I do any bee themed pieces. She will undoubtedly show up. Center of the signature. Another little card tucked in here. Journaling cards, you can write in that little spot. You can write there. You can use the cards for journaling. You can use them to use as little gift notes for someone else and tuck your own things in the pockets. That's all good. A little cosmetics label, journaling card, and another little Victorian card, and another seed annual catalog cover, which this one's from image from 1901. And this is a seed, another seed image, vintage seed image. So little tiny sort of set of tucked pockets here. So there's a little bee journal card tucked in here, and a little rose perfume label tucked in here. And then tucked in is another an apiary supply label done up as a little bookmark. So again, tea-stained paper, a little bit of stamping of honeycomb, and then a bee step, and then these bees have been printed on the paper. Oh, the joys of having a color printer now, because I can I can do up and create all these, print up all these cards. This great vintage image is a vintage butterfly costume image, and I love that. I think she's quite lovely. And another little tuck spot with the vintage skep, the same one that's actually at the front that you can tuck in. So I've done that up as a card. A great bee costume image, vintage image. The other side of the printed lavender and lace. Another tuck spot created with an image of honeycomb and bees from a vintage book, which I printed, and then another little vintage image card, and another little bee journaling card. Again, a lot of the images are from Graphics Fairy, but not all of them. And another little journaling card. I made a pocket. One of these is a pocket earlier on, and one of them I've done up as a journal card because I just loved the vintage roses. And that is it. That is my little book. I hope you like it. I'm thinking that I will probably try to sell these. Once I get a few more different journals and themes done, I think I'm going to look at creating an online store for the fall and selling some of these. So anyway, let me know if you like them. If you have any thoughts or comments, please chime in. Thank you. Bye.